Hello guys, today I am changing the CV joint. My car has killed the CV joint, so I went to General Traffic and I bought one of these. I looked for the whole drive shaft, but they don't sell the whole drive shaft, so I just bought the CV joint. So here it is. I mean, this car, I've already done 113,000 miles on it. So for the CV joints to die at this time, I think it's done an excellent job. So this is the rubber boot here. And then this is the joint in here. Let me just open this to show you inside. Right, there it is. The CV joint. So mine is clicking, so that means the inside part is now on out, so it's clicking. So I'm not really angry about it, because over 113,000 miles, I think something has to give, especially in the roads here in Stoke-on-Trent. So it's done very well, to be honest with you. So this is what I'll be doing. I'll list all the tools on the description, because at the moment I just don't know which tools I'm going to need to do the job. So when I finish doing the job, I'll just put the list of everything. This is grease for the CV joint. I think you take that and you put it right in there. You feel the whole thing. I have another grease as well, so I don't think this is enough. I'm going to stash more grease inside here. Also, these clamps, there's a tool that you use to pull the clamp here, this part here, together. I don't have that tool. At the shop they said it goes for £65. So I'm gonna try to use pliers, see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, I'll just use cable ties. I will show you I have cable ties that I bought instead of these a couple of years ago. They're in the shed and they work very well, because one of the boots on the passenger side, we're doing the driver's side, on the passenger side is still holding on that clamp. So that's how it is. So let's go to take off the wheel. So because we're going to remove the CV joint, we have to remove this clip here and remove this cover. There's a big nut in there. We have to loosen it first before we remove the wheel, because to try to loosen it with the wheel up on air, it's not going to work. It's going to be very hard. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Right, we remove this little pin. It goes in here, and then this cover comes out. Now, as you can see, there's too much rust in here. We need DW40. So there we go. Just put it in there. Okay. All right, guys. I just put WD-40 in here, and then I noticed that I did not have the socket. The biggest socket I had in my toolbox was this one here, so 30 mil. So I had to rush to the shop to buy this one. It's 36 mil. So I've already loosened the bolt, so I'm just gonna take it out. So I'm gonna just remove the wheel now. And like I already said, if you don't know how to use a jack, it will be very, very risky for you to attempt to do this unless you have learned to do it safely, because you're taking off the wheel, the car can fall on you, and then you blame NISOSC. So be careful with that. I'm going to get the jack, put it underneath, and then take the wheel. Right, the car is jacked. Now the devil we want to remove is this part here, this part here. Okay, so we're going to remove these bolts, these nuts, and these bolts, so that this thing comes out this way. All right, so these. So if you're going to be doing this yourself, don't remove so many things, just these two. All right. Okay, socket number 18. I hope you can see that, 18 mil. All right, so I'll take them off. I don't want to film this, just making this video too long. Right, as I already pointed out, these are 18, and the nuts at the back as well is 18. So this has come out now. Right, now is the time to use the hammer to hit this to keep going backwards. So if you hit it here, it keep going upwards until this nut comes out. Then if you need something longer to hit, you can use this, put it in there and keep hitting it to go out. Right, I've hit it all the way with the hammer until it came out. So here it is. Do that, I'm gonna just remove this lump and then cut this in half. Right, this clamp here at the back of this boot, it's an original one, so it was very hard to cut, so I used one of these. I just sliced it, so now it has come out, as you can see. So that's how it is. Okay, another note is this. When you park your car for a long time, don't leave it with the wheel stand like this, because it puts strain on this rubber. You pulling it on one side, so all of a sudden you keep doing that, then it will rip off and it start to leak. So you keep your wheels straight, then you will be able to save one of them CV joints boot. All right, so I'm going to clean up, remove this, and then show you how to remove this. All right, my helper is back. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit very hard here with a hammer like this to remove this thing. You just go like this. You just hit it. Right, that's how you do it. You keep hitting it with a hammer like this, and it will slide out from here. Just slide out. So we're gonna get the new one.
Pause.
Right, we got the new one now. So we're gonna put the grease in there, and then we slide it in there. So first thing first, we cut this with a knife. Yeah, be careful with the knife as well. Cut your hand. So this goes all the way in there. All the way in there. So this goes all the way in here. You push it all the way inside there. I have my little guy filming, so he's not used to working hard, so you will hear him breathing so loud. That his time will come when he will be doing this, when he will be a big boy, when me and mommy will be somewhere in the Atlantic enjoying ourselves. There's this clip here, you have to remove it. Where is it? There it is. Now we have a new one here, so you take this one, and then you put it in there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the devil is in. There we go. Then we clean this part here, because this is where the clamp is going to be. The boot goes back in there, and then you put this back on, and then everything you reverse, you know, how you were removing the wheel and all that. So that's it. So the video will end here because the battery is very, very low. I'm sorry about this. So bye bye, take care. Right folks, these clamps are very, very short. Look, it's not reaching, so I cannot use them. I'm going to use these. I used these before. I just showed you on the video that I used them before, so I'm going to use this because they supplied very short clamps. They don't hook. You know, I tried and tried. As you can see, it's supposed to hook here, and it's too far there. All right, so you may encounter one of these problems. So what you do is you get this type of cable ties, but these are heavy duty, so they can work well with this. All right, take care. Bye bye.